Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. So today it's going to be a TV review on season 1 of Stranger Things, which is the new Netflix original show. Now, I was looking forward to this TV show for the longest time. The trailer came out and I got super excited. This looked right up my street. Some 80s nostalgia, science fiction, mystery. I'm all about those things. So Stranger Things was created by the Duffer brothers. There is 8 episodes now on Netflix, which is season 1, and the episodes range from around 40 minutes to around 53 minutes, and it centers around the small town of Hawkins, Indiana in 1983, when a boy called Will Byers goes missing after he sees something disturbing in the woods. And then we also learn that there is some mystery surrounding the laboratory of Hawkins. And while this is all going on, Will's friends actually stumble across a girl who is found lost wandering in the woods, known only as 11, and things start to unfold from there. So I'm going to try and keep these spoilers in this review to a minimum. I will give you a full warning when I'm going to go into spoiler territory in this review, but I promise you there will not be that many spoilers. I was hooked from the word go from this TV show. Within the first minute and a half, it already builds so much tension, throwing you in to this fast-paced world, builds so much tension and mystery within the first 5 minutes of this first episode. We're introduced to the setting and the main characters, the 4 boys, Dustin, Will, Mike and Lucas, who are 4 best friends. They're just in their basement playing Dungeons and Dragons. They've been planning it for months and it's just so fun seeing their dynamic happen in the first couple of scenes of this episode. You definitely get a sense of the boys' different personalities. The setting and the tone of this episode in particular, the first episode, changes quite often. The first kind of 2 minutes is really mysterious and creepy, and then we go into the Dungeons and Dragons session, and then we move on to the part of the episode where Will is actually gone missing and we have no idea what has happened to him. So there is a lot of tonal shifts, but I think it definitely works in the show's favour, because 1 minute you'll be wondering what's happening and it will leave you wanting more. There is some outstanding acting in Stranger Things. We have Winona Ryder playing the role of Joyce Byers, who is Will's mother. She is completely convinced that Will is out there somewhere and she will stop at nothing to go looking for her son. And there are some scenes in some of the episodes in the show that she is just completely fantastic in. She's fantastic throughout, but there are some particular scenes where she is just incredible. And although Winona Ryder and David Harbour, who plays the chief of police in Hawkins, Chief Hopper, are the big names of the show, they are certainly not the best standouts in this show. The group of kids and the child acting in Stranger Things is so good. It's next level amazing. Like, I love the film Super 8. I thought the child acting was great, and this show has a similar vibe with the group of friends, but honestly, the child performances in Stranger Things are absolutely amazing. The little boy that plays Will, Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike, and especially Millie Bobby Brown, who plays the little girl 11. She was so incredible in the show. I was just unbelieving at how talented this little girl is. She made such a great character in 11, because 11's character is so complex and detailed for this little girl. She's just so good. And because the show does focus on this friendship, it does give the child actors a lot of time to shine, and I just absolutely love them as a group. There is such a cool dynamic and they definitely stick together. This is why this show reminds me a lot of Super 8 and of the Goonies and just kind of group adventures like that. Even a little bit of Stand By Me, a little bit. Out of the group of friends, 11, Mike, Will, Lucas and Dustin. Dustin is hands down my favourite out of all of them because I relate to him the most. He's a little kid who just wants all the snacks, and I am also the same. I want all the snacks, and there is some hilarious lines that Dustin delivers throughout the show. More on the characters of the show, I definitely love Dustin and I love 11, and I also love Mike as well, and I thought Winona Ryder's character was incredibly complex, as well as her son Jonathan, who's the older brother of Will, the missing child. And Chief Hopper as well, he was a great character to watch as well. You get very attached within the 8 episodes. The minor characters in the show were probably the weakest part of the characters in Stranger Things. There were some that I just really didn't care about in the show. For example, Steve, who is Nancy, who is Mike's older sister. Her kind of love interest in the show, I really wasn't interested in Steve's storyline, and kind of most of Nancy's storyline in general. I kind of related to her character as a teenage girl in high school, but a lot of the things with Nancy I definitely preferred later on in the season compared to earlier on in the season, just because I really didn't care about those minor characters. The most interesting character and most interesting storyline to follow is that of Eleven's. I really don't want to spoil the show for you, but her storyline is incredibly detailed and really quite mind-blowing when you get into it. There is so much consistency when it comes to this first season because it is 8 episodes, it's all compacted, it's all down to real time, so each episode continues on from the next episode. And there's actually 2 main directors of the first season, and that is Shawn Levy and the Duffer brothers who created the show, so they know exactly what they want to do with the characters, with the writing, with the plot, with the tone of this show. It is completely consistent throughout all 8 episodes. I really like how they format the show to continue each episode on from the next one. It just has the perfect binge-worthy setting and format because you just want to keep clicking next episode after next episode, because with any show, Stranger Things, every episode they leave you on a cliffhanger. It's great and also painful when you have to do other things. Stranger Things can be described as the offspring of 80s Spielberg, Stephen King and The Goonies. That is the sort of tone and vibe you get from Stranger Things. It's very creepy, it's very mysterious, it's creative, and it's just really, really intense. This show has so many 80s throwbacks, it's insane. The music, they throw it back to Star Wars, they discuss comic books and Dungeons and Dragons. It's super full of nostalgia. And when we're talking about the more technical side of making this show, it is so spectacularly made. The sound design, the score of Stranger Things is so perfectly done. It's kind of this techno 80s creepy score, and it is perfect for the setting of this show. It's also shot beautifully. The cinematography of the show is so good. It knows exactly what shot composition to do in which situation. I loved it. It was such a beautiful show to watch. I think the only faults I have with Stranger Things is those little minor characters that I did mention, and the fact that I was kind of expecting a bigger reveal towards the end of the season. It was a little bit anticlimactic. I do love what they did with the end of the season. I loved where the writing went and where the plot went, but it's a case of expecting more to happen. And although it is 8 episodes and you do have to pay attention to the show, I feel like some of the little details in the show were not as explained as they could be. I think it's one of those shows where you kind of have to interpret what is going on for yourself, and I love that. Okay, for about a minute I'm going to go into spoiler territory, so just come back when I give this signal. Okay, going into spoiler territory of Stranger Things, I was heartbroken by the last episode in this season. The whole monster versus Elle face-off, and Elle destroying the monster and having to die and sacrifice herself with her friends just got me so hard in the chest. And I guess with the Hobbs leaving Eggos in the little thing for her, I guess that could be very ambiguous on whether or not Elle is alive, and since it is set 1 month after, there is a lot of unanswered questions going on in what happened in between that time. And the show did leave on a bit of a cliffhanger with Will coughing up these kind of bug slug things that he had acquired in the Upside Down. So whether or not there will be a season 2, I don't know, but I would love to see a season 2 because I feel like there are some more unanswered questions and there's a little bit more of potential to go with this show. Okay, I'm done with the spoilers in this review. Now, the big question is, should you watch Stranger Things? The answer to that is yes. It's 8 episodes, it's incredibly binge-worthy, and science fiction fans and mystery fans are going to love this show. I think it is really cleverly written. I get really attached to the characters and I'm very emotional about finishing this first season. I just want to go back and watch the show again. I think it was incredibly well done and probably one of the best things that Netflix has come out with in a while, and maybe one of the best original shows they've ever done. Stranger Things had tons of originality and it's one of my favourite TV shows of 2016, and if it doesn't end up in my top 10 list, something amazing is going to have to come and knock it out. I loved this show. So if you've watched Stranger Things, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments, but be wary of spoilers. And if you like this review, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing lots more TV reviews and movie reviews for you guys very soon. As usual, all my social media links, including my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and Letterboxd, will be down below in the description. Come follow me. And thank you guys so much for watching. That is all I have for you today. Bye!